Have you ever felt like your entire reality was quietly unraveling? As if the person you thought you were was fading, and something vast, something ancient, was awakening within you. Moments where life feels both more intense and more mysterious, where coincidences multiply and your sense of self begins to dissolve into something far greater. That's not madness. That's not confusion. That is the beginning of spiritual awakening. Welcome to Mystic Reflections, your sanctuary for clarity and insight. In this video, we're going to explore what spiritual awakening truly is, beyond the cliches, the real signs, the hidden stages, and how to navigate this profound transformation with understanding, grace, and balance. Because once awakening begins, there's no going back. What is spiritual awakening? At its essence, spiritual awakening is the shift from identification to realization. For most of our lives, we identify with the form, our thoughts, our emotions, our memories, our roles. We say, I am this body. I am my job. I am my past. But awakening is the quiet revolution of consciousness. The moment you realize, I am not these passing things, you begin to sense that there's a deeper dimension behind all appearances, a witnessing presence that was there before your first breath and will remain after your last. You discover that you are not the waves, you are the ocean itself. It's a remembrance, not of something new, but something ancient and eternal. It's the rediscovery of your essence as consciousness, the infinite awareness observing this human experience unfold. And once this recognition dawns, it starts to spread through every corner of your life. The way you see, feel, and relate to the world begins to transform. You realize that everything, even suffering, has been part of the divine play, guiding you back to your true nature. Awakening is not an escape from the human experience. It's the deepest embrace of it. You start to live not in life, but as life itself. 10 profound signs of spiritual awakening. So how do you know if you're experiencing a spiritual awakening? Here are 10 of the most powerful and common signs that consciousness is beginning to stir within you. 1. Heightened awareness and sensitivity. You start noticing subtleties you once overlooked. The texture of silence, the beauty in simple moments, the synchronicities that weave through your day. You sense that life is communicating with you through symbols, numbers, people, and timing that feels too perfect to be coincidence. 2. Deep restlessness or disillusionment. Things that once mattered begin to feel hollow. You can no longer pretend to be fulfilled by what society calls success. There's a longing, not for more, but for something real. 3. Emotional cleansing. Your inner world becomes more intense. Old pain, unresolved emotions, and forgotten memories surface. It can feel chaotic, but this is sacred purification. The false must rise to the surface to be released. 4. A strong desire for solitude. Crowds, noise, and meaningless chatter become draining. You begin to crave silence, nature, and solitude. Not because you're escaping the world, but because your soul seeks to hear its own voice again. 5. Heightened intuition. You begin to trust your gut, your inner knowing. Decisions flow more effortlessly, guided by something beyond logic. 6. Detachment from ego identity. You stop taking things personally. You notice how the mind reacts and realize you are not those reactions. There's space now between the trigger and the response. 7. Compassion and empathy expand. You feel more connected to others, even those who hurt you. You start seeing their pain beneath their behavior. Love replaces judgment. 8. Reality feels fluid. Time begins to feel different, slower, dreamlike, more spacious. You sense that the physical world isn't as solid or separate as you once believed. 9. Desire for truth. You seek wisdom not from dogma, but from direct experience. You start reading spiritual texts, exploring meditation, or simply sitting in stillness, not to escape the world, but to understand it. 10. Inner peace in the midst of chaos. Even during challenges, something inside remains unmoved. A silent, luminous presence, untouched by external change. These are not symptoms to fix. They are signs of remembering who you truly are. The stages of spiritual awakening. Every awakening unfolds differently, but most people pass through several recognizable stages. Think of them not as steps on a ladder, but as spirals, each one deepening your awareness of truth. Stage 1, the call. It begins quietly. A restlessness arises, a question that refuses to leave. You start sensing that something fundamental is missing from your life, though you can't quite name it. It's the whisper of your soul saying, "There's more." Stage 2, the shattering. Suddenly, the structures of your old self begin to crumble. This can be triggered by loss, heartbreak, illness, or simply an inner collapse. You start to see through illusions, and it's both liberating and terrifying. This stage is often called the dark night of the soul. It's where the ego realizes it's not in control, and it resists fiercely. But remember, this darkness isn't punishment. It's purification. It's the stripping away of all that is false. Stage 3, the illumination. After the storm, light begins to break through. Moments of deep peace and clarity arise, sometimes fleeting, sometimes lasting. You may experience profound love, unity, or bliss. You begin to see that everything, even pain, is part of the divine unfolding. Stage 4, the integration. This is where many seekers get stuck. You've tasted awakening, but now life invites you to live it. You learn to balance the mystical with the mundane, bringing awareness into daily life, work, relationships, and responsibilities. Stage 5, the embodiment. The final stage isn't about escaping humanity. It's about embodying divinity within humanity. You live as awareness, grounded in love, clear in purpose, compassionate in action. You no longer seek awakening. You are awakening, expressing itself through every breath, every word, every moment. How to navigate spiritual awakening. Awakening can be exhilarating, but also disorienting. It's like learning to walk in a world you thought you already understood. Here are some ways to navigate it with balance and peace. 1. Ground yourself daily. Spend time in nature, walk barefoot on the earth, feel your body. It's your anchor in this transformation. 2. Meditate and observe. Meditation is not about escaping thoughts. It's about observing them. As awareness deepens, thoughts lose their grip and clarity emerges. 3. Journal and reflect. Writing helps you integrate insight into understanding. It brings the infinite into the tangible. 4. Practice surrender. Let go of trying to control or achieve awakening. It's not something you do, it's something you allow. The more you surrender, the more life reveals its perfection. 5. Balance energy and stillness. Alternate between action and rest. Allow your nervous system to adapt. Spiritual awakening affects both body and mind. Honor both. 6. Seek authentic connection. Find others who understand. Community and guidance can help you stay centered when things feel overwhelming. 7. Trust the process. You don't need to rush. Awakening unfolds with perfect timing. Even confusion is part of your unfolding awareness. Final reflections. Awakening is the great remembering. The moment the wave realizes it was never separate from the ocean. It can be challenging, disorienting, and even lonely at times. But it is also the most sacred journey you will ever take. You are not here to escape life. You are here to awaken within it, to see the divine in every face, every sound, every heartbeat. So if you're going through this transformation, breathe. You are not losing yourself. You are coming home. If this message resonates with you, subscribe to Mystic Reflections for more insights on spiritual growth, meditation, and self-realization. Together, we'll continue exploring the pathways to awakening, one reflection at a time.